Hello YouTube! I'm back once again with another commentary, this time on Halo Reach. But, not so spectacular, I must say. It's a bit more of a interesting commentary. Well, I hope it's interesting. This is interesting, right? Anyway, my teammate starts shooting at me because he says I have a black voice. He then kills me. I know I'm stating the obvious, but I kind of booted him, not realizing that, well, he was the, basically, I got rid of everyone else on my team, apart from my friend, Dan. Well, DBaTES151, a good friend of mine. So I sort of learnt from my last commentary that I was a tad obvious. Well, by obvious, I mean, like, I was stating everything that was happening. Like, I looked forward, I turned around, I swapped my weapon. Now doing this is good because, and I swapped my weapon here because, and I sort of, god damn it, I died. Yeah, sort of, I've realised with Reach and watching this video over, I actually need to higher my sensitivity. I play on default, which I think is 3, and I've learned that I need to make it a bit faster, because there are a few times where if my sensitivity was higher, I could have probably, well, at least got a few more kills and not died so often. Retard. I love retards with jetpacks. I mean, seriously, who doesn't love a retard in a jetpack who flies over and then gets killed? I just find it really amusing. So, the whole idea of this video is to show you teamwork in the form of not being very good with teamwork. Yeah. So that's my first and only killing spree of the match. So, as I said, it's not exactly spectacular, and it isn't the most amazing gameplay ever. But we sort of work together, and we have this rule. We basically made a rule when everyone left that you must get a kill before you die. And if you don't, you've got to get 2 kills next time. So, yeah, that really annoys me. I feel like I haven't finished any sentence, but that actually annoys me. A double beatdown, or pummel as they call it. And then retards who just stand there like that. Things like this just annoy me. And I don't think I'm as good on Halo Reach as I was on Halo 3, to be honest. If I'm going to be quite honest, which I will. So, yeah. Ow, that's got to hurt. I just face planted. Ow. Anyway, back onto the gameplay. I'm going to talk about the gameplay. Otherwise I'm just going to turn into one of these commentators who just talk about their day-to-day life, like, oh yeah, I went to town yesterday, and there was this guy. Those kind of commentaries bore me. But if there is one thing I'm good at, one thing that I'm actually half decent at on Reach, it's probably got to be Team Swap. Whereas before, on Halo 3, I sucked. SWAT has to be, like, the playlist I do the best in. I find it easier to get headshots. Does anyone else who's switched from Halo 3 to Reach find it easier to get headshots now? I just think it's so much easier to aim for the head now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because, well, it's probably a good thing. Or is it a bad thing? I don't know. You decide. You comment. And I suck with the Magnum at close range. I just sort of just spam it in the hope that it actually hits the head. And I was so hoping I could have got him then, but the ass with the needles came behind. And that sounds kind of wrong. Yeah, I won't say that again. So, oh, before I go any further, that was a sweet assassination, if I must say. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to go say yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so, I said yeah again, didn't I? Someone slapped me. Okay. So, another idiot with a jetpack comes up, throws a grenade in, almost gets me. I was lucky to survive that. I only have one little bit of health left, and then I die. I actually hate this map, to be honest. It is one of my least favourite maps on this game, especially for Infection. I mean, if you have ever played Infection on this map, you'll understand what I mean when I say that it's very campy. I know Infection's campy in general, because people are trying to survive, but they all just camp up at the top of this tower. And because it's so narrow pathways to get up, the zombies, they just can't get anywhere. And when I get a zombie, I get really frustrated. And I think the shotgun, I don't like the shotgun anymore as much as I did on Halo 3. It just doesn't have that same feel. The shotgun, it seems to be nerfed a lot more than it was on 3. Which disappointed me, because I love my shotgun. Over half of my kills on Halo 3 are close range. So I'm very much a close range person. Whereas Mr. Nephew Scott, well, you just can't get him away from a sniper rifle. I think there was a phase where he actually named his sniper rifle. I think it was Betsy or something? I can't remember. You need to spam comment him with it or something. Which reminds me, and I can't remember if I've talked about it already, but the next thing I'm working on is a montage. It's going to be my first montage I've ever done, and I'm collecting clips for it in Infection. So, it's the Infectage. It's going to be my first montage, edited by Mr. Nephew Scott. He actually can't wait to edit it. He's really excited for it. And so am I. It's not just going to feature me in a shotgun. It will feature me in a sword. So there won't just be human gameplay. It will show both sides, and it should be edited quite well. I mean, I have a lot of faith in Mr. Nephew Scott. He has some pretty awesome editing skills. You should check out his channel. I'll put it in the link bar below. And yeah, Mr. Nephew Scott is working on a Back in Black 2 montage. If anyone saw his first channel before it was hacked, you will have probably watched his first montage, Back in Black, which I helped him sort of get ideas for with the intro. And it was indeed a Modern Warfare 2 montage. But since then I've reformed him, and he now plays Halo and does Halo montages. Even though I fear he's going to get Black Ops. Which, actually, if I'm quite honest, looks to be quite decent. I might actually get it myself. I'm not a big fan of the COD franchise. I find it very newbie. But I have a lot more faith in Treyarch than I do in Infinity Ward. COD 4 and COD 6 were definitely not the highlights of the COD series, in my opinion. But COD 5 was well done. It was. I felt like COD 5 was a bit more balanced online than Modern Warfare in every aspect. I think Modern Warfare 2 was spent with a lot of the developers thinking, we've made a great game before, we're going to go wild with it, and the other half of the developers dragging everyone back and trying to be realistic. I think they set their aims too high, and everyone had there was too much hype for it. I think that should be enough of me talking about that. I've ended up going against my goal of talking about the gameplay and talking about COD. Well, this is disappointing. Oh, away! There's a shotgun again. Now, I just looked at that and laughed. The amount of bullets I saw coming down. My friend Dan, he was screwed from the moment it started. I actually couldn't stop laughing. And this is, I think, where we started to get worried. We was in the lead for the good part of the game. Me up there at 25 kills. And then the gap starts closing. And I get really worried. It's now 42 to 34. We need 8 more kills to win, but if we make too many mistakes, they could easily beat us. And this is just awful. That actually, we was seriously concerned then. We knew we had to ramp up because we were starting to slip. And I know I said this was more to be about teamwork, but if you've actually noticed, we've spent more time away from each other than we actually have together, but we've communicated. If you saw the party chat we was in, it was non-stop talking, non-stop call-outs, shout-outs, telling him where people are, asking for help, backup, just to ease things up, help each other out. And this was it. 2 kills left, and we knew we had it in the bag. We knew we had won a 2v4 matchmaking game. And we was pretty impressed with ourselves. And I was determined to get the last kills with a shotgun. It actually turned into a race, and I started running out like I could do this, and realized, oh crap, I shouldn't have done that, and I'm a moron. And I'm about to get him, and no, I get killed. But Dan comes in, gets one last kill. And I'm not sure what happens to Dan here. I think he moves back or something, and I don't know why. Idiot. And there was the shotgun. This is it. Last kill with the shotgun. Come on! Yes. And there we go. And then he starts trying to anally rape me.